Wolverine reflects bitterly on his past, thinking about a time when killing came easy to him, when people begged for death and he delivered it without hesitation. That all changed when he became an Avenger, when others decided it was their responsibility to civilize him. In present-day New York City, Wolverine lunges at the villain Infernoc in a blind rage, shouting that he's going to take his head, but Spider-Man, Hawkeye, and Spider-Woman hold him back. Captain America steps between Wolverine and Infernoc, firmly ordering him to let it go. "It's over, Wolverine, let it go." Wolverine yells at them to take their hands off him, furious that Infernoc burned half his face. After a tense pause, Captain America tells the others to release Wolverine, but warns him that Infernoc is their prisoner and orders him to put his claws away. Wolverine growls at him. Captain America then says, "Are you planning to use those claws on me?" Wolverine complies, turning away while making it clear he doesn't appreciate the question. Captain America responds that he doesn't appreciate having to ask it. Wolverine declares he's heading back to HQ and bluntly tells them that if they want their prisoner alive, they should take him in the other direction. As Wolverine walks off, Spider-Man silently watches him go. Back at Avengers Tower, Wolverine broods as he helps himself to beer from the refrigerator, thinking that he hasn't lost control like that in a long time and deciding to lay low for a while. Though he knows no one is exactly lining up to spend time with him anyway. Hawkeye shows up at the fridge and tells Logan to go ahead, adding that he'd still like to keep his hands. Wolverine replies with a warning, "Don't tempt me, Hawkeye." And then he walks off with his beers. On the way, Spider-Woman notices the damaged side of his face, where part of his mask is still fused and healing over the burns, and tells him he should do something about his face. Wolverine, staring at the beer in his hand, answers, "What do you think the beer's for?" As he heads to his room, he reflects that one upside of being the lone killer on the team full of heroes is that most of them know to stay out of his business. Opening the door, he freezes when he sees someone inside and asks, "What the hell are you doing in here?" Inside his room, Wolverine finds Spider-Man casually handling his swords, clearly having been poking around. Wolverine thinks to himself that most people know to stay out of his business, but apparently Spider-Man doesn't. Oblivious, Spider-Man cheerfully comments on how sharp the swords are and nervously wonders if Wolverine's bedsheets are expensive, rambling that he was just playing around. "You know what? I've got a sewing kit around here somewhere. I'm just gonna take care of it. Forget I said anything." Wolverine cuts through the chatter and asks what Spider-Man actually wants, putting the swords back. Spider-Man explains, "Well, just thought you might want to talk." Specifically about the time when Wolverine nearly slaughtered a surrendered enemy right in front of everyone. "Think it was a couple hours ago or something?" Wolverine cracks open a beer and shrugs it off, saying it happens and apologizes if it gave Spider-Man nightmares. Spider-Man presses on, saying he only wanted to hear Wolverine's take on it because he knows when he himself messes up. Wolverine cuts him off. "Who said I messed up?" Spider-Man pushes harder, telling him to drop the tough guy act for his X meetings or whatever. He then admits, "I know it wasn't you out there, and I know you hate yourself every time. I'm sorry. I can't talk to you with the Phantom of the Opera stuff going on." The conversation derails when Spider-Man bluntly yanks at the burned, half-healed mask on Wolverine's face, pointing out that it's literally healing to his face. Wolverine angrily tells him to get off him. Their argument is abruptly interrupted when a voice calls out Logan's name from the window. Both Spider-Man and Wolverine stop and look towards the voice. The voice belongs to Elektra, who slips in through the window and announces that there is trouble. Wolverine immediately hands his beer cans to Spider-Man, letting out a tired sigh, and tells her to give him 2 minutes. Without offering any explanation or hesitation, Logan turns and walks away to get ready. Spider-Man is left stunned by how quickly things shift. Blurting out a confused, "Wait, what? Just like that?" as Wolverine disappears from the room, already committed to whatever Elektra has brought to him. Spider-Man watches Wolverine walk off and awkwardly fills the sudden silence, muttering, "So, guess he's packing. Just me and you. And these beers." Elektra stands there completely stone-faced, offering no response at all. Trying to break the tension, Spider-Man sticks out his hand to shake hers and remind her who he is. But she continues to stare without reacting. Growing more uncomfortable, he babbles nervously, asking if she's seen the new Star Trek and still gets no response. He continues his rambling, saying, "So you have powers, right? I've never been clear on that. I got bit by a spider. That sounds weird. It was radioactive, so... Wait, let me back up. I climb walls, but good." He was clearly spiraling under the pressure. Elektra finally cuts him off, cold and direct, telling him he should know who they're up against. Spider-Man perks up, relieved she's finally talking. "I should. That would be great." But before he can say anything more, Wolverine interrupts, bluntly stating that it doesn't matter. Wolverine comes back into the room fully prepared to leave. His gear packed and his bag slung over his shoulder, clearly done talking and already committed to whatever comes next. Spider-Man then realizes that she was not talking to him, but to Wolverine. Wolverine ignores Spider-Man and his comments. He simply tells Elektra it's time to go. Spider-Man notices Wolverine has removed his mask and asks about it as Logan heads for the window. Trying to do his job, Spider-Man asks where he's supposed to tell Captain America Wolverine is going. Logan shuts that down immediately, telling him not to tell anyone. Spider-Man hesitates and argues that if this is dangerous, the team should know. But Wolverine cuts him off and explains that Elektra doesn't deal with Avengers-level problems. She deals with problems that need killing. He looks at him and says, "Man to man, don't tell anyone." Spider-Man jokingly says, "Well, since you said man to man." Wolverine cuts him off, gets close to his face, expression serious, making it clear this isn't banter. He looks into Spider-Man's eyes and says, "No one. This is serious." Spider-Man, finally understanding the gravity of the moment, agrees and promises he won't say anything. With no further words, Wolverine and Elektra leap out the window together and swing away into the city. Spider-Man watches them disappear, left in the room, and quietly reassures himself out loud that he can be serious when it really matters. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.